Alright everybody, here we are with another weekly draft. This one is the Bant Cube. This is Burchett's Bant Cube, so you will notice there are 0 black cards, 0 red cards, all green, blue, and white, and any of the archetypes in between them. Don't have much time here going into the first pack. I kind of just like taking a ponder here. I've done one other of these drafts on my stream, and I had a really nice land-based deck, but I think I want to go and try to do a nice little control deck this time. So I'm going to basically take like every single blue cantrip and counter spell that I see as I take a remand here. But I don't recall all of the different archetypes in this cube, but there are some pretty unique ones. There's the aforementioned land deck. You know, you have things like Wasteland and Dark Depths, stuff like that. There's apparently like a Flicker Blink deck. There's like some white aggro-based decks. There are the blue control decks, of course. There are some combo decks and storm decks. So actually quite a bit of play in between just the 3 colors here. More than you might expect. But again, I've only done one other draft of this format, so still feeling it out for myself. But yeah, I'm going to second pick this remand and see what we can get from there. All right. Going down the control route, we have like a Dig Through Time, very, very good card. A Forbid is fine. Maybe a Terminus. Kind of like taking the Dig Through Time here instead. Because there are only 3 colors, I think the fixing is a lot less necessary to take super high. Normally I take lands, you know, very, very high in any cube format, but because there are only 3 colors, you're actually going to see a ton of good fixing for just those 3 colors, and so I don't think it's necessary to take the lands as much. But anyways, let's continue down this route here. Probably going to take the Brazen Borrower. Oh yeah, there's also like an artifact deck, among others, but yeah. Interesting cube idea. But I want to draft a nice control deck, so Ponder, Remand, Dig Through Time, Brazen Borrower now. This is exactly where I want to be. I think there's probably a couple more archetypes that I glossed over, but like I said, you can read the article on the Magic Wizard site if you can parse through that information. But yeah, seems like a pretty fun cube. They're going to be rotating, I think, a couple different cubes either every week or every other week. Shoot, I don't remember which one is next. It's another offbeat cube following this one, and then there's like a classic cube after this. So anyways, pick number 5. What do we have? I'm not sure how good Mystical Tutor is in this format. I'm sure there's some reason. I mean, maybe that's for the Storm deck or something, but like if I'm just Mystical Tutoring for a counter spell, that's not very useful. We have a Commit to Memory here that could be good. Ooh, a Wrath Capuchin, kind of interesting. I'm just going to keep taking more cards that I can cast at instant speed. Commit acts as not only a counter spell of sorts, but also a refuel if necessary. I mean, maybe I'm just inadvertently drafting like a blue storm deck. I don't know. Okay, we have a blue Sun Zenith here, a Fibble Thip. There's the Thespian stage for the whatchamacallit, the Dark Depths deck or the lands deck. There are a bunch of good targets for Thespian stage, but Dark Depths is the number 1, of course. You can make a 2020 Merit Lage token with that. Yeah, I like taking the blue sun here. More ways to refuel after countering or bouncing all of the opponent's spells. Although I suppose this one doesn't really synergize with like Dig Through Time all that well, since you want to get some actual cards in the graveyard for Dig Through Time, but I don't know, seems like a cute start. I'm not quite sure how this deck is going to end up winning. Like, if I counter and bounce everything the opponent plays. Apologies here, I'm taking a sip of my water, parched. As I was saying, if I bounce and counter everything they play, how am I actually winning? Oh no! So we could have actually had the Dark Depths combo I was talking about. If you don't know, with Thespian Stage and Dark Depths, the stage can copy the Dark Depths, and then since the stage has 0 ice counters on it, you can keep the copy of Dark Depths, and then it'll immediately sacrifice and make a 20/20 token. But anyways, Crush of Tentacles. Okay. That could be interesting. Parallax Wave is also really, really sweet, especially with bounce effects. But I'll try taking the Crush of Tentacles and see what we do here. Memory Jar. Oh, Gilded Drake. Oh, maybe I could be storming. I'll take the Frantic Search here. There is a mono blue storm deck in the format, and it looks like it's open enough. So maybe I'm gonna go down that route, or I could just take like Mystic Genesis here. There's another good card. I think blue-green. Oh yeah, the blue-green archetype is the Flash archetype, the Simic Flash. If y'all remember that deck from a couple of years ago. Things like Brineborn Cutthroat. I'm sure they have the Night Pack Ambusher in this, a bunch of counters, Growth Spiral, that type of thing. Dungeon Geists. We're not really a huge creature-based deck right now, so Hadana's Climb's not doing much. Ramunap Excavator coming back around is kind of cool, but I'll take the Dungeon Geist here. Fabled Passage. Sure. Maybe a little bit of fixing. Don't mind taking it this late. Body Double with Revelark is a type of combo. I don't know what kind of things you can do with the Body Double Revelark combo, but with Body Double, and I know I'm going to get this wrong, but with Revelark and Body Double, you can have Body Double copy Revelark in the graveyard, and then when it dies, it can return itself or something. I don't remember exactly. There's some infinite combo with Revelark and Body Double. I think you need like another card to synergize with it, right? To actually do anything. But anyways, that's also in the cube. Yeah, I mean, there must be some combos with Hermit Druid too. Anyways, what is this thing? Rune of the Hidden Realm. Okay, so that's for the Flicker deck. For my blue-based control deck, what do we have? A Complicate? It's a good one. Big fan of Complicate. I'm sure actually Guardian Idol is probably good for this deck too. A little bit of ramp, can turn into a creature. Some lands, Season Pass is cool. I'm just a little bit concerned I'm not going to have enough ways to actually close out the game, but oh well, we'll see. I'll go ahead and just take the counter spell for now. Ooh, a Glenalendra Archmage, Midnight Clock. I'm not actually sure how good Glenalendra Archmage is in this format. It seems okay, but maybe not as good as just taking like the clock for this particular deck. I think I'm going to do that. Clock has been really, really impressive in my decks. Right? You just like counter everything, bounce everything. The clock keeps ticking up. Eventually you get to rebuy all those cards. I don't know. Seems good to me. Okay, there's High Tide. Oh, okay, so maybe Blasting Station. Blasting Station with Revelark and Body Double, that seems like one of the infinite combos that you can do. For me here, High Tide. I mean, Finale of Devastation's kind of cute. Cosima's not bad. All right, you know what? Maybe I'm trying to do a little bit of Storm nonsense. I'll take the High Tide. Deep Analysis, Muldrifter, Mystic Sanctuary, Frost Titan. Another really sweet combo card is Mindslaver. I'm going to take that here. Maybe we can get the Academy Ruins. I'm not sure if I already passed it. Hopefully I didn't. Oh, Mind's Desire now too? I mean, what am I storming into? Brain Freeze? Is that it? This does not look like a good Mind's Desire deck right now. Too many counters. Yeah, I think I'll stick with like the control-y route maybe and just take the Batter Skull. Essence Capture. Oh, there's the Night Pack Ambusher. Okay, you know what? I've already sort of started going down the Simic Flash route, so let's take the Ambusher here and just commit to that, I guess, instead. As we get in, wow, an Exploration. The land deck was really open. We got that super late Ramanap that we could have ended up playing. Dark Depths, Thespian Stage, it was all there. But that's okay. I don't know if this is an exploration deck, but you know what? We can try it. I was talking about playing one other draft of this format, and I ended up running a 20 land deck because I was the green-white land deck. It was pretty sweet. Yeah. Well, this looks fun. Do I have any more instants and sorceries? No. 1 counterspell, 2 pseudo 3, 4. I guess I don't really have that much counter magic right now. I passed a Stoic Rebuttal earlier this pack, so maybe we can get that one back. Botanical Saint. Oh, Wilderness Reclamation. Ooh. Okay. All right. That, I mean, man, Wilderness Reclamation. Yeah, what a hell of a card. Like, now we're just getting flashbacks of all the Wilderness Reclamation decks that were floating around for the longest time. Ugh. What a card. And yeah, my deck can actually utilize it pretty well right now. And it's only going to get better, so that seems fun. Yeah, this is sweet. I'm digging this one. Guardian Idol on the wheel. I'm going to go ahead and take that since we don't really have much low game, early game, and a little bit of ramp. Doesn't seem like the worst idea. So, what does this deck need? Remember, this is only pack 2. I guess I should be on the lookout for some more fixing. I passed a Botanical Sanctum in this pack, I remember, and actually quite a few other cards. Man, Horn of Greed, too. That's a fun one. Bow of Nylea, don't think so. Do we want the Tezzeret's Gambit? We can actually proliferate on what? Our Midnight Clock? That's kind of funny. Yeah, I might run that. No guarantees. But yeah, these are always the type of drafts where it feels like because you know, we're cutting off 2 out of 5 colors, you know, there might not be much play to it, but generally they're pretty surprising in what you're able to end up doing. Tree of Tales, Artifact Land. That's probably not going to be beneficial for me here, so take the Finale. I don't know if I'm going to play that in this deck, but it's possible. I think we have better card draw as it stands, so probably don't need to take that. Yeah, I guess the number 1 card I'm hoping to come back is the Botanical Sanctum. Don't really care if the Stoic Rebuttal comes back, although I would take it and play it. I wonder if Teferi is in this format. Probably is, right? I guess that's a white card I would end up splashing for. The Time Raveler, that is. Okay, Blinkmoth Nexus. No. Spore Frog? There's Genesis in this format, too. Go off with Spore Frog Genesis. Primal Command. I don't think we're running any of these cards. Well, there's that Mind's Desire, but don't believe Storm is the way to go here. Splendid Reclamation. Fun one for the lands deck. I guess I'll just take Seed of the Synod, but I don't believe we're going to end up playing it. And okay, Going into pack 3. Slaver's still a maybe. Again, I don't recall if I already passed the Academy Ruins. What do we got here? There's a Brineborn Cutthroat for the Flashy Flash deck. We've got an Emrakul, one of my favorite creatures. Eternal Witness and Timeless Witness in the same pack as well. Into the Royal here. Feels like this is probably just a Brineborn Cutthroat to go on theme with the Night Pack Ambusher and the Simic Flash plan. Seems good to me. Did need some early game as well, so that's a pretty decent pickup overall. Got the Cutthroat, the Brazen, the Ambusher. Truly is looking like the old school Flash deck, isn't it? Could still run the High Tide or the Thought Scour. Gambit's okay. Ooh, big fan of Repulse. That card is nice. Big fan of Preordain. Search for his Canta's good. Harmonize, although, man, Harmonize looks pretty frail in comparison to a lot of the blue cards, but, I mean, what are you going to do? I think I'm going to take the Preordain or the Search here. Hopefully wheel the Repulse. And honestly, Thing in the Ice is not awful here too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty medium. 7, 8, 9. I'm sure it would be decent in the deck, but I'm just going to take the Preordain for now. Some more cheap cantrip interactions. Simic Charm. What does this one do? Not good enough. Garrick is not awful. Duplicant's okay. Heath doesn't do anything for me here, nor does Restoration. I guess we'll just take the Planeswalker. You know, I said you didn't need to take lands very highly, but I'm kind of getting punished here for not getting any lands now, aren't I? As we get... Okay, this pack's nice. What is this thing? Lochiel Clockwork Scholar. Whenever one more... Oh, that card's pretty sweet. We have a Tanglepool Bridge here. Gataxian Probe. Sandbar's always nice. Oracle's good. Should I be taking the Fixing here? Yeah, probably. We don't really need too many more playables, and now that I have a couple double green cards, I think the Bridge is probably a smart pick. It's certainly going to be heavier blue than green, but we're going to need some amount of green to actually cast those cards, huh? Okay, next pack, and what do we have? Narset Transcendent. We've got a Terramander. That's pretty good. Tatiova's always nice. Thragtusk. Zagana. Feels like Terramander's probably a good choice in this deck, huh? You just play it early, sits back. Eventually you can tap out and make it a, 5/5 flyer or whatever. Sure. Still need a few more counters, it feels like. In fact, what am I not playing? I don't think Batterskull really fits here. That'd be okay as a sideboard card, though. Oh, Mana Gorger Hydra? That's a fun one. What does this one do again? Blue spells you cast cost 1 less. Okay. Sapphire Medallion also doesn't look awful. Gorger is so annoying, though. Like, you just play it out, and then it just continuously gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you know? Feels like that's a pretty good win con to take. Ooh, a Baral now, too? Alright, well, I might not be getting too many more counters, but Baral is also a decent fit to this deck. Similar to the Sapphire Medallion, but in a creature form. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this deck is good, but it's bringing me back memories of old school Flash. Still don't think I want any of those other kind. Like maybe I could play Crush of Tentacles. Probably not, though. I don't know about that one. Chart a course, explore. We're not playing Kulane. Yeah, I'll take the chart a course here. And maybe that's the deck. Yeah, biggest regret, not enough fixing. I spoke poorly of, well, rather I said that you didn't need to take fixing very highly, and then I got punished by not getting very much fixing as we get an Eternal Witness here. Okay. Another very good card, but man, the double green requirements that I have are kind of awkward. Am I even supposed to play this exploration? It doesn't seem all that great in my deck. But I guess I have like Midnight Clock, Blue Sun, Dig Through Time, Memory. Like, I probably have enough card draw to warrant the exploration. Thing in the Ice on the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 instants and sorceries. Yeah, we can definitely take that. Maybe I'm not going to main deck that, but starting on the sideboard seems okay. Peregrine Drake. That's for the Storm deck, but I mean, it is a 2/3 flyer that is like quote-unquote free, though I doubt I'm going to main that. Okay, Sandbar's good. Just another free land, basically, that can cycle. Good for Dig Through Time. Need to cut one card here then, I guess. Probably the Baron. Doesn't really make that much sense. Although I suppose the Dungeon Geist is similar to that. So we get, what, 14 more lands, so 8 and 6 in favor of blue, I guess? Because we're not really casting the Eternal Witness on turn 3, and even though, yeah, Garrick and Ambusher want to come down on turn 4 if possible, not a necessity. Wants me to go 9-5, yeah, but I'm going to go 8-6 just to play it safe. This still gives us how many blue sources here? 10, 11 blue sources, and then 8 green. Yeah, that should work. All right. Well, let's give this try. Give this Bant Cube deck a try and see how we can do. Let's go to round 1. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Bant Cube draft. We are on the draw with a lot of 3-drops and not 3 land, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it. And, well, we have a lot of good cards if we can get to 3 mana, that's for sure. So let's hope that's the case. Opponent on a mulligan to 5. Okay. Might have a problem if they're one of the aggro decks in the format. Uh-oh, turn 1 experiment 1. We'll see, though. Another forest off the top. Okay. Well, we found our 3rd land. I mean, I'm guessing Brazen Borrower is going to do us a lot of stabilizing work here. Okay, no plays. Yeah, we'll just pass. Third forest, but no combat or no pre-combat creature to level up the experiment 1. So do I even need to bounce that yet? Probably not. A lot of good plays I can make here, but we'll go ahead and just lay out the Hydra. You want to get this out on as early as possible, right? Because then every spell cast after that just makes it so hard to deal with. I will take another 1 damage from your experiment 1. And they play a Swarm Shambler, sure. Ooh, wow. So we get to go Knight, Reckless, Wilderness Reclamation here. Attack for 3 with the Hydra. and then flash out Ambusher on their turn and just keep passing after that. This is pretty gross. We're doing exactly what our deck wants to do, especially since the opponent came out so slow. The green aggro deck over there. Huatley's Raptor. That proliferate when it enters, that's fine. So they're going to make their experiment one a 3/3 and maybe their Swarm Shambler a 2/2 if they stack the triggers correctly. Okay. But both of my creatures are just much, much larger than theirs, and we have the bounce effect in hand, so. Just going to eat the Swarm Shambler here since we have the bounce for the experiment one, and that can regenerate itself. Yeah, let's attack for 10 and then pass turn. Or rather, attack for 10. We're going to go to end of turn where the Reclamation and the Nightpack Ambusher are going to trigger, and then I'm going to cast a bunch of instants. So, stack it so we get the 2/2 first. Make sure we don't cast a spell. Then we're going to float 4, untap our lands, and I'm going to commit the Caravan so that they lose their white source. Yeah, that wasn't very close, now was it? Aggro deck from the OP, so Thing in the Ice and Baron both look okay here. Can probably cut the Blue Sun versus them just to bring our curve down quite a bit. I think I can probably cut the Eternal Witness here as well. Batterskull also seems like a fine include. Maybe in place of Garrick. Just take out some of these double green cards that don't necessarily seem the best here. And yeah, go to the next game. Looks good. Alright, game 2 of the first round. Once again on the draw with a fine hand. Need to find another blue source for Baron, but with Chart, of course, that shouldn't be too much of an issue, and we have some good early game ways to interact. Turn 1 Swarm Shambler, sure. I mean, if their best play is just to level it up, we're obviously fine with that. Great, found a second island. Let's go with the Baral. And then next turn we're just planning on playing the Hydra out again and starting that going. Ooh, a Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, that's a good one. But before all else, get the Hydra online. And then we go from there. Now, they could have access to 5 or more mana this turn with the Knight of the Reliquary, because they can tap one of their lands for mana and then sacrifice it, and Knight gives you the land untapped. No plays. Okay. Well, I think I'm also just fine passing then if that's what they want to do, especially with the Remand draw. We have a really good turn sequence here. Flash out the Cutthroat, Remand whatever they cast, and then we also get to loot with the Baral. Would like to find a third blue source though, so I could play the Baron and hold up Remand. Alright. So float a mana, use the Knight. Six mana available now. What is this? Primeval Titan. Okay. So yeah, let's flash out the Brineborn. Remand the prime time. Get all those counters on our creatures. Get to loot with the Brawl. Discard the Forest. And yeah, this is going to be pretty disgusting. Let's see. So the bounce only costs 1 mana here because of the Brawl. So we can go Exploration, grow our Hydra. Baron the Swarm Shambler. Attack for 10. Do I want to chart a course here or hold up Brazen? I think we probably just want to chart a course. Draw 2 cards. And play out at our extra land. But yeah, if they don't have a way to deal with the Hydra, they just die here, basically. I mean, they have 6 cards in their hand. All right, replay Swarm Shambler. You got it. Huatley's Raptor, yes. Extra counter on the Shambler. Smell fear and try to fight my Cutthroat. All right, so we'll go ahead and grab an island in response. Petty Theft, the Reliquary in response, and that should be game over. The Hydra was going to kill him by itself anyways, since it's an 11/11 Trampler. But all right, Simic Flash worked out perfectly there. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times. Okay, here's round 2 of this Bant Cube draft with our Flashy Flash Simic Flash deck. We're on the play with maybe a little bit of a sketchy hand, but I think with Remand into Ambusher, it's okay. Opponent mulligan to 5. I'm not going to lead off with Sandbar, but I'm also not going to cycle it quite yet. Because I want to see a couple draw steps before we decide to. And our opponent played a turn 1 Arcbound Mouser, so looks like they're going to be the aggro artifact deck, which means we're going to want to bring in our bounce spells again, our Baron, our Thing in the Ice, maybe our Batterskull even. They could also be modular, I guess. No plays. I'm happy with that. And there it is indeed. All right, so since we drew the second island, I'm not going to run out the Sandbar. Rishkar, Pima Renegade. Yeah, we'll go ahead and remand that. Then cycle the Sandbar, end of turn. And our hand is turning out great. Play the Forest and pass. Hopefully they play the Rishkar again and attack for 2, and then I flash in the Ambusher and eat their Mouser. Beautiful. Just like we drew it up. So I'm just going to pass next turn instead of playing out the clock. We're just going to go land, attack for 4, pass. This is the beauty of Flash. It's also super annoying to play against, but yeah. 4 mana. What do you got? Conclave Tribunal. All right, I'll go ahead and memory that. Oh, sorry, commit that, I should say. Because it gives me an extra turn of pooping out a wolf, you know? So, same plan. Attack with both, pass the turn, make another wolf, flash out the Cutthroat now. Uh-oh. Big spell from the opponent this time. Duplicate! Alright, you got me. So that's going to eat the ambusher. Turn their duplicate into a 4/4. I'm going to be left with a couple of 2/2s, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and take 3. They draw Conclave Tribunal again next turn, so we might not want to run out the clock, but let's go ahead and preordain first and see what we find. And yeah, those are some great ones. Okay. Well, all right then. I guess I'm going to draw the Genesis first. And go land pass. Because I don't really have any good attacks here anyways. I'm fine to trade both my wolves for the duplicate if that's what they want to do. The 3/3 doesn't attack into 2/2/2s very well. Sure, I'm okay with this. Don't think we're going to be casting Memory anytime soon, but we'll see. All right, easy trade there for me. And looks like they're not going to tribunal any of that. Sure, makes sense. So now we're going to go land, clock, pass. The clock feels like it's probably going to try to eat the tribunal, not whatever I said. And when they go for the tribunal on the clock, we can counter. Don't mind taking a hit for 4. Sure, this is fine. Okay, and if they don't do anything, then we just level up the clock. Complicate. All right, let's play our Ewit. Let's get back our memory so we can tuck their Rishkar away and pass. Well, looks like they're going to go for a spell here. Song of the Dryads on the clock. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just Mystic Genesis this. It's going to give us a 3/3 and then make our Cutthroat a 3/2. I know the last card in their hand is the Conclave Tribunal, but it's okay if they go ahead and Conclave. We just need to stabilize here since we're so far ahead otherwise. Yep. Go ahead, Tribunal. That doesn't matter. Oh, okay. They're going to eat the ooze. Even better for me. Sure. Go ahead and just chump the Rishkar, take 2. Keep our clock ticking up. Wow, dig through time is great as well. All right, let's pass. And we are in very firm control right now. Not a great attack with the Raptor, since they know I have commit. So let's go ahead and block the Raptor. Commit the Rishkar. Make our Cutthroat a 4/3. Eat the Huatli's Raptor. Still holding up Complicate to counter if they end of turn pass. Then we're going to go ahead and go for Dig Through Time here. And we're going to eat the Sandbar, the Preordain, and the Mystic, and leave those other 3 spells to redraw later. Since our clock will eventually pop off. Oh, wow. And looks like the opponent's just going to concede. We were probably going to take Hydra, and I'm not maybe Frantic Search there. The blue sun not necessary when the clock's about to go off, so. Okay, good stuff. Zenith out again. Ewit out again. Ice in, Baron in, and the, what, Batterskull was it? Make the same swaps. And yeah, go game 2. Easy peasy. Game 2, 1 lander. Yeah, probably need to mulligan this. 2 lands I would easily keep, but 1's a little bit too risky. Whoa! 1 land into 7 lands. All right, we'll go down to 5. And yeah, this hand can do some stuff. We'll pitch the Frantic on a mulligan to 5, and I guess we'll pitch the Reclamation as well. Keep our 2-drop, 3-drop. Who knows? I mean, these are both really good cards versus aggro decks, so not the worst case scenario. Not ideal, but clearly could not keep either of those opening hands. Opponent's got some decisions here on turn 1 or something, huh? Alright, opponent took a little bit of a break there, but turn 1, Llanowar Elf is their play. Pretty good. We're going to end up cycling the Sandbar after their turn 2. Okay, no 3-drop, that's nice. No plays at all, alright. Commit, not a bad draw. Alright, Thing in the Ice into Hydra, into Commit, and, I mean, given that I'm on a mulligan to 5, as soon as we hit 6 mana, I might fire off Memory. We'll just have to see. Oof, that is a Toski. We're probably going to want to remand that one, but Hydra on turn 3 here is still looking good. So they're going to get to draw 1 card if they attack with both creatures here, because my Hydra is not going to be blocking, but we'll see what they do. Oh, this looks like Conclave Tribunal again, sure. Yep. Yep. Okay, just pass. I don't think I'm going to tuck the Conclave Tribunal. We're probably just going to end up tucking the Toski here. And block the Elf. What is this? Snakeskin Veil. Alright. To give hexproof. I guess I should have cast the Commit to Memory prior to combat. In case of a scenario like that. Oh, now Toski's a 3/3? Oh, they can proliferate a counter back onto my Thing in the Ice as well. That's great. Alright, Guardian Idol, land, pass. That's fantastic. Yeah, we're just getting wrecked by that card. Mirari's Wake, no. That is a great one to remand. And then cast Memory on my turn. Because they're going to be drawing a bunch of cards anyways. They go back up to 5 cards, then we Memory. Yeah, that seems fine. Alright, play the land first. Go ahead and Memory everything. Drew Ponder, okay. Let's shuffle those away. We drew the Preordain anyways. Oh man, if I had 1 more mana to be able to flip the Thing in the Ice this turn, I think we'd be in really good shape. But now they get first priority on doing something like Duplicant. Or if they have Mirari's Wake again, yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to block the 2/2, since we know they have Snakeskin Veil. I don't want him to pump the Raptor if I block it. Baffling End, okay. Alright, so... Well, the nice thing is we have Wilderness Reclamation, so that's going to do us a bit of work. But they have so much mana here. I guess we're gonna Dungeon Geists the Toski. They have Snakeskin Veil again? They do. Okay, that's fine. Then we Wilderness Reclamation, pass. And I guess we're going to plan on Brazen Borrowing the Toski here. I don't know, this is not good. Alright, let's block the 2/2. Bounce the Toski. Take 3. Hopefully don't die. Okay, holding on. Yes, good. And now they get to dump their hand. Yeah. Biogenic Ooze is pretty good here too. Not exactly sure what I can draw. You know what would have been really good? This Crush of Tentacles. We're probably going to need to bring that in next game, because I don't think there's a way I can live through this one. All right, well, that's a hell of a turn. Turns out when you have double your mana, you get to cast a lot of things, huh? All right, let's I guess start off with a Preordain. Baron. Will that let me survive? I guess we top both. Because Frantic Search is actually really good with Dig Through Time in my hand anyways. And we'll pitch the Exploration and Land, or Exploration and Clock. 1, 2, 3. And then we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Batter Skull. I guess we Baron the Ooze token. That's me. Pass. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's correct. This has reach, so my Brazen Borrow doesn't actually attack into that. Okay, they're going to immediately draw with the Horizon Canopy. Okay, just make an ooze, sure. Okay, maybe they're going to wait a turn? They're just going to make a bunch of oozes? Huh, okay, that's not that bad. As far as things could have gone, I guess, anyway. Ah, here they come. Okay, let's go ahead and dig through time here. I guess there's not really much reason to keep any of those cards in my graveyard, is there? Let's see, because I've already used the commit to memory. Is there anything I could draw that would make it worth it? Blue Sun, I guess? Blue Sun for like 2? Maybe? Oh no, I took it out. Aha! Ambusher. And I guess Brineborn. So we're going to ambush out. And let's see. 6/5 Trampler. This doesn't trample at all. So let's go here. Actually, no, we would rather trade this. And then I'll go ahead and take 5. So I'm going to go to 2. I get to draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. Grow their oozes, sure. And now we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Equip here, since this can block on the ground. Attack for 10 in the air. I mean, I could, in theory, kill them next turn. We get to make a 2/2. We can activate the Guardian Idol. We can flash in. We have 7 lifelink right here. If they don't draw a removal spell, I think I win. Woodfall Primus. Alright, well, that sucks, because that can kill the Batterskull. So flash in the Cutthroat. Remand and hope to draw another counter, I guess. Because they can pay the 8 to recast the Primus. So I need to draw another counter off of this? Nope, darn it. Alright, so they're going to target the Batterskull, which I can bounce back to my hand. But am I just dead on board then if they attack with everything? Because then I won't be able to animate the Guardian Idol, right? This is 3 to bounce. So I would have 4 blockers. I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. We would take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah! We're so close. They just have one more creature. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can't bounce it. I'm 1 mana short of being able to do everything here. That's brutal. Yeah, I'm just dead on board if I bounce it, so. Animate. Chump all of the biggest ones, and I guess just die. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I can't even do that, can I? So this can actually block here. So take 2, 4, 8. Even if I draw a way to deal with the Primus, I still only have 7 damage now. Oh, it was so close. Needed 1 more mana. And that won't do it. All right, GG. guess we will go to a game 3. Okay, what does this Crush of Tentacles do again exactly? Return on non-land permanents to the owner's hand. If this spell's surge cost was paid, create an 8/8 blue octopus creature token. Alright, let's cut the expensive counter and bring in Crush, I guess. This could also be useful, eh? Kills all their enchantment removal. Yeah, that might be worth. Alright, I'm not going to bring in the Spore Frog. GG, let's go game 3. On the play this time. Good looking hand. Turn 2 Thing in the Ice. Bunch of good interactive spells here. Let's get them. They have the turn 1 elf. Boo. To Rishkar, okay. So let's just bear in their Llanowar Elf, because bouncing the Rishkar is not very good. I don't think bouncing my own Thing in the Ice to draw a card is worth it there either. Elf, sure. Reclamation Pass. Emeria. Okay. Six mana, yeah. Worm Coil Engine. It is a very large creature. And you know what? It looks like they have their trick here too. That's too bad. Alright, I'm going to try to Petty Theft the Worm Coil, but I'm guessing they're going to have the Hexproof. Oh, maybe not. Okay. More land. Well, let's run out the Brazen. Because at least we can feign having something, because our land's untapped from the Reclamation. So I want to draw like Ponder or Preordain here, don't I? Those are like the ideal draws. Yeah, Ponder or Preordain into surging the Crush of Tentacles is big. Okay, that's actually kind of interesting too. Well, this can't block, so I think we just wait a turn, right? If I can get to 7 mana and go Return to Nature on their Worm Coil Engine into Surge, we deal with the tokens as well as the Worm Coil. So we'll just go ahead and take a hit for 6 here. I don't really care if they kill my Thing in the Ice. They did have the Snakeskin Veil, that's fine. Okay, this is a big draw step. Untap land here. And it kind of just wins the game. Feels like, anyway. That's fine. Come on, baby. Land. Oh, no, Baral works. Oh, that's beautiful. Baral reduces the cost of the Surge, so attack for 3 in the air. Oh, well, I guess they're still left with all the... no, this is still so good. They get the Worm Coil back fully now, but that seems like a real nice beating here, huh? Like I have multiple bounce effects now for the Worm Coil. What was that? Oh, Song of the Dryads on my Octopus. We can also bounce the Song of the Dryads or return to nature the Song of the Dryads, which I think is probably correct. Give me my Octopus back, please. And then let's play the Wilderness Reclamation and pass. Game plan is to Brazen Borrower their Worm Coil Engine if they just cast that out. I mean, they know I have the Brazen and the... In fact, they know I have, yeah, the Brazen and the Baral in my... Oh, Duplicate! Too bad this is a token. I don't think they read that card correctly. That worked out really nicely. Oh, in fact, I just win next turn now, don't I? In fact, they know I have the win. Yeah, because we just bounce their blocker here. Play out the Brazen Borrower, and that hits them for 11 damage. All right. Wow, that Crush of Tentacles. What a sideboard. Woof! Worked out well, and now we're 2-0. Let's try to get a trophy. And here we are for the third and final round of this Bant Cube Draft. Won the die roll, will be on the play. Ugh. This does not look like a good enough hand to keep. Both Baral and Witness don't do anything here, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to 6. And I actually like this 6 a lot more than that 7-card hand. Because not only do we have good ratios of both of our mana, but we actually have a little bit of interaction. I mean, creatures are fine and all, don't get me wrong, but... Soul Talisman suspend turn 1, wow. We might remand that, I guess. I mean, that card is only good, really, on turn 1, so nice of them to have it, I suppose. Oh, that's actually not a bad draw with all of these lands. I guess because we have, like, Garrick and stuff, I should probably Frantic Search this turn. Yeah. I think I'm going to keep the Forest and discard the Brazen. Wow, that is a lot of lands. And drew a Complicate. All right. A Darker Wastes. Ah, they're playing the Artifact deck. Yeah, let's just remand that for now. Midnight Clock. That is a great draw. Hopefully they can't deal with that, and we're going to be able to levelly full that up. Wait, levelly full that up. Fully level that up. You know what I meant. God, please tap out so I can cycle the Complicate. Play a 6-drop here one time. Yeah, more. Oh, so good. When you cycle it, you may count. Yes. So good. Oh, beautiful. And the Ambusher off the top, huh? Yeah, I think I like playing the Hydra out this turn, though. Start getting that online. The clock is still pretty far away from fully getting there, so. Ooh, a Talarian Academy. Yikes. Well, that's a lot of mana. Council's Judgment. Alright, I guess that's probably going to eat my Hydra. And then they can play that, whatever it's called. That 2/4, that artifact doo-doo. Ooh, Tashar. That's nice. They don't have any cards to bring back with that, though. Oh, hello. Eternal Witness on... Yeah, none of those cards are that amazing. And they have so much mana that Remand is not worth it, nor is the Complicate. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana right now. So I guess I'm just going to pass here. And either flash out the Ambusher or level up the clock twice. Oh, you know what? They might animate their idol and attack after playing their 2/4, whatever it's called, out. Because doesn't that draw cards whenever an artifact creature hits me or something? What is that thing called? Lochiel. Yeah, let me look that card up real quick. Lochiel. Vodka. Oh wait, it's whenever one or more artifact creatures enter the battlefield under your control, they draw a card. Never mind. And it prevents all combat damage that will be dealt to attacking artifact creatures they control, so I guess that doesn't even matter. Yeah, there it is. Elspeth? Yikes. What if they're just going to hit me for 5? That's what we actually want them to do, so we can flash out the Ambusher and attack. Oh, they did. Okay. Yeah. Let's flash out the Ambusher. They have 1 card left in their hands. Tick-tock on the clock. Brawl. Guess I'm just gonna attack Elspeth with the Ambusher. And then we're gonna Eternal Witness back the Brazen Borrower, I think, here. Play the Brawl. And we can hold up the bounce after Brawl hits the battlefield. As long as they don't draw anything too relevant here, we should be okay. Man. Yikes. Well, I guess I'm going to bounce their... I could bounce their Elspeth in response, actually, because they can't recast it. And they haven't used it yet, so that's actually a kind of a good turn to do so. They do get to draw a card off of Lochiel, but... So they blow up an island, a forest, and a plains here. Oh, well, it looks like they had another artifact land anyways. Darn it. Or rather, white land. Alright, so they hit me for 7. I go to 8. I can flash out the Brazen next turn to block whatever they... I guess the Sundering Titan. Yeah, let's play the Sandbar out. Pass, make a token. We're going to be like a turn off, I think. Yeah, clock's not going to get there in time. Okay. Ravager, yeah. What can I draw here? So clock is going to go to 10 on my turn, 11 on theirs. Yeah, I think I'm going to be like a turn off. Brutal. Let's see. So I think the only way to do this is... play the land, pass. Make a token. Okay, clock goes to 11. Now I tick it up fully. And I might be able to redraw like the Brazen Borrower or something. Dang it. That is a lot of bricks. That is a lot of bricks. This actually looks like a good matchup, though. Yep, that'll do her. Okay. So blue-white artifacts. Looks like we get Return to Nature here. And that's about it, really. I don't think we really need anything else versus their deck. Because they're not super aggro, so we should actually have a really good matchup here, I would think. Yep. I'll cut the Terramander, I'll bring in the Return to Nature, and let's go to game 2. And looks great. Yeah, let's bottom the Frantic, top the Cutthroat. Ghostfire Blade, sure. We'll go land pass for us. Hopefully they don't do anything too relevant here that I'm going to want to remand. That's fine. Land pass. I mean, they can equip the blade to the Spellskite, but I'm okay with that. Ooh, Nimbus Maze. All right, let's go get Forest. Let's go ahead and remand that. Get a counter on our Brineborn. Then I'm going to Dungeon Geist the Spellskite. Attack for 3. This is going really well. Sure. Don't really care about the bishop. Ponder. Yep, we'll go ahead and attack for 3. Don't want to trade my Brineborn for their bishop since we have a bunch of stuff to do at the end of their turn. Or rather, on their turn. Yeah, those all look like good draws. Ewit getting back like a Remand seems really, really nice here. And we can just commit whatever spell they try to cast this turn. Or if they just like equip up their bishop, we can bounce it. Nettle Cyst. Remember, they still have the Spell Scout on the battlefield, so it's harder to bounce something that's already on the battlefield. But bouncing it when it's on the stack like this with commit is going to work out. Oh, right. Of course, they can still just redirect. Well, silly me. In any case, take 2. We'll draw the Ewit. So maybe that was my fault. But yeah, let's just go to combat here. I think we're going to go ahead and let them chump if they want to. Nice, that works. And we'll just pass. Holding up Brazen, holding up Blue Sun for 3 if we want. Thoughtcast, sure. So Spellskite and 2 unknown cards in their hand. And they're going to go for the Spellskite now. Yeah, let's go ahead and bounce the flyer in response to the Spellskite. And they're going to have to chump with the Spellskite, even if they equip it up with the Blade. Yep. In fact, if I draw a land here, which I think we are drawing a land, right, then we just win. Ewit the commit, and then hit him for 12. Beautiful. That game went a lot better than game 1, I will say that. All right. Go game 3. Here we are. Can we do it? This actually feels like a matchup again where Blue Sun might actually be too slow and the Crush of Tentacles can be really useful. So let's make that swap. Game 3 here. The final round. This hand is really slow. Ugh. Can I keep this on the draw? Man, I guess because I have Crush of Tentacles I can. But this is a little bit borderline, not having anything to do before turn 3. Alright, well, Ponder was a good draw. Do we keep Hydra for turn 3? I think I shuffle this away. Chart a Course, alright, something to do on turn 2 now. Although there is merit to holding the Chart a Course until the Crush of Tentacle turn. Right? Yeah, I guess we can find other cheap things to do in the meantime. I guess I'm going to discard the Brineborn here. Phyrexian Revoker, okay. They might name Midnight Clock. They saw that last game from me. Yeah, they did. I love it. Good name. And then they're going to put a counter on both their creatures here. Yep. All right, thankfully found the 4th land. So playing the clock doesn't do anything because Revoker actually does stop the mana ability. I'm hoping here they tap out for Elspeth. But looks like they might not be doing that. Can't do anything about that. Next turn we get to go Wilderness Reclamation though, which is good. Guardian Idol. I think this is a card I counter. And the reason is it's an artifact creature for their Steel Overseer. I'm surprised they didn't main phase pump there. Alright, this is really good. Now we have the Brawl into Crush of Tentacles. So I'm only going to need a total of 6 mana to go Brawl into Crush with Surge. What did they do? Oh, they got an Urza's Saga with Expedition map? Wow, that's really good. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck their Revoker. I assume they're going to pump with Overseer. But even if not, it's worth countering here. Or rather, getting rid of here. Gains me 4 life and turns the clock on for a couple turns. Tashar, sure. So really, I just want to draw land, I guess. Perfect. So we go land, clock. Pass. Then float. Untap with Reclamation. Go ahead and put a counter on the clock. The Revoker doesn't stop the clock from gaining a counter every turn, it should be noted. Since that just happens automatically. The Urza's Saga is still a really big problem, though. Because they're going to get the full value of their creatures. Because the Crush of Tentacle... I mean, I guess I get an 8/8 with Crush of Tentacles. I don't know what I'm talking about. Not really much use putting counters on the clock since we're going to bounce it, but... Ooh, we could even Frantic Search here first. Okay. We could Brawl. I guess there's no reason to Frantic Search yet, is there? Well, let's see. If I go Brawl, Frantic Search, I net a land or mana. No, that doesn't make any sense, though, right? Because what am I discarding? Well, actually, let's see. Brawl, Frantic Search. 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't matter. What am I talking about? Oh wait, no, I do need to do that? No, I don't. I'm crazy. I can't count. Brawl, Surge. That's what we're doing. Nice little 8/8. So they can make a 1/1, and then they can make 2 2/2s, and then they can play the Steel Overseer as well as getting something with the Saga potentially if they have another 1-mana artifact. which we know they have like Talisman and stuff. But we just bought ourselves a lot of time, I'm going to assume. Our Ghostfire Blade, yeah. And here comes the Overseer, I'm guessing again, yep. So their hand is what? Tashar and one unknown, or two unknown cards? Eight Octo. Pretty good here. Turns out this Crush of Tentacles maybe should have just been in the main. It's been great every time I bring it in. Alright. Land's a good draw. Let's get the clock back online. Into playing the Dungeon Geist. They could have Mana Tithe here. That would be one reason for them to hold open white, I guess. Oh, it's Revoker, right? They have a Revoker in their hand, I think. Yeah, I think it's a Revoker, right? Revoker and Tashar. So they might be holding the Revoker to get some val. No, that doesn't make any sense because Tashar has no targets in the graveyard. Anyways. Slightly precarious position here for us. If they kill the Octopus this turn, I probably lose. But next turn, if I get to go Reclamation plus, you know, start doing all the stuff I want to do, then, well, we can hope. Bygone Bishop, okay. Bygone Bishop into Revoker. Yep, that makes sense. Hit the clock, that's fine. Oh, shoot. Every time they get a clue, their constructs get huge. Wow, good draw. That is a really good draw. I'm going to be able to rebuy the Crush of Tentacles if I want. Which permanently gets rid of their constructs. All right, yeah. So let's just... Wow, that was fantastic, actually. I mean, I guess I do get it back right now, even though it lets them know about it. And then we'll go ahead and play out the Brawl. Pass. Oh man, this Eternal Witness with Crush of Tentacles is kind of like the Upheaval combo, you know? Upheaval with Eternal Witness, just constantly rebuying and resetting everything. Okay. Equip the blade, yes. Easy trade here for me, since the Octopus is going to get bounced anyways. Hopefully they just replay out their Tashar or whatever. No, they're going to sack a clue, alright. Sure. So, attack for 3 in the air first. Then we tap 3 lands, cast Frantic for 2 mana. Oh yeah, really nice here. Let's discard the Reclamation at this point. And I guess the land... Oh, actually, if I keep the land, let's see, I'm going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Reclamation, dig through time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we go Reclamation, dig through time, discard, untap 3 lands. Land. Surge the Crush, get an 8/8, play Garrick. Untap 2 lands, play Brawl. Holy smokes. This is gross. Dude, Crush of Tentacles. Uber MVP sideboard card. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Sure, turn off Garrick now. That means I get my clock back. So what's our plan now? We go clock. Just get that online ASAP. Dungeon Geist, the 2/4, smash in for 9. I mean, they have a full grip of 7 cards, so casting Memory next turn is also just really good here. But I guess I probably have the win, right? Yeah. Next turn, I Ewit the commit to Memory, commit the Revoker, and then overrun with Garrick, and that is way over lethal. Looking good. Bada boom, bada bing, baby. Arcbound Ravager, that doesn't save you. You do get to draw a card, though. Elspeth. Oh, so I guess they fly. No, they're just dead. They're just dead here. All right, GG. Yeah, nice little Simic flash deck. MVP Crush of Tentacles from the sideboard, though, showing some crazy work for us. Ewit, Memory, yes. Tuck the Revoker, -4. And I would like to attack you with all of my fat creatures. All right, nice little trophy there. Hopefully you all enjoyed this look at Bant Cube. That was a fun little deck. Started off the draft a little bit wonky, I guess, but ended up in a good spot. And yeah, that was a fun one. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's draft here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. And I'll see you all later.